Hi guys, I'm going to be reading to you the book that is assigned to you for week 1 of our science unit on space on our solar system. So this fits right into our space unit. Okay, as a reminder, once we're done reading the book, you need to complete one of these sheets, the fact, question, inference, connection sheet. So you choose 3 facts out of the book. You write a question that's directly connected to the fact, then an inference directly connected to the question, and then a connection directly connecting back to that original fact. 3 separate facts. Okay, here we go. Okay, our solar system. Okay, whenever we are reading a book, one of the things that you really need to look at are certain structures that are in the book, such as table of contents. So this table of contents goes over the topics that we will be reading about in this story. So it has an introduction, the sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, the moon, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, dwarf planets, asteroids, comets, conclusion, and there's also a glossary in this story. Also within a story, you're going to be looking at to see if there's any pictures that will help you better understand what you're reading. Take a look at those pictures. Learn from them. It's a visual for you to aid you in understanding what you're reading. Okay? You're also going to want to look at any headings or subheadings that there are. These text features really help you to understand what's coming next and what you're going to be reading. Okay? So here's a nice picture. We have the sun right here in the center of it all, of our solar system. Okay? And then it goes ahead and it lists all the other planets that are found within our solar system that rotate around the sun. Introduction. Our solar system is made up of the sun, 8 planets, and 68 moons. When we look out our windows or look up at the sky at night, we see 1 moon. There's 68 of them in our whole solar system. Some of these planets have more than 1 moon, okay? It also contains dwarf planets, comets, asteroids, and clouds of gas. The sun is the center of the solar system. Everything else in the solar system goes around or orbits the sun. Okay, so there's the sun in the center, and everything else is rotating, orbiting around the sun. A long time ago, people thought that the sun rotated around Earth. They're wrong. Okay, we rotate around the sun. The sun is the center of our solar system. Okay, Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars are the inner rocky planets. They are made of rocky materials. The outer planets are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. They are known as the gas giants and are made mostly of gases. The outer planets are hundreds of times larger than Earth. So these outer gas planets are way larger than Earth, but they're not solid. They're actually made out of gas. I don't know. Okay. So this picture shows us the approximate size of Earth for comparison. So this is our Earth, and this looks like it's the sun. So compared to the sun, we are minuscule. We're tiny. Okay? To get an idea of things in our solar system, imagine that the Earth is a grape. If Earth were the size of a grape, the moon would be the size of a green pea. Okay, so the moon, there's our grape, and then the green pea is tinier. The moon is smaller than the Earth. The sun would be as big as a ball that an adult man could stand in. So the sun is huge compared to the size of the Earth. Okay? Jupiter, the largest planet, would be the size of a grapefruit, while Saturn, the second largest planet, would be the size of an orange. Uranus and Neptune would be the size of lemons. Okay, so it gives us an idea of what size they are in comparison to each other. Okay, the sun. Oh my. The sun is a huge ball of burning gas that sends energy far out into the solar system. The sun plays a very important part in our daily lives, providing energy that supports all life on Earth. The sun causes seasons, climate, ocean currents, wind, and weather. Without the sun's energy, plants could not grow and make food. There would be no gas, oil, or coal. These things are called fossil fuels, and they come from dead plants. Whenever we see any of these words here that are bolded, we're going to find those words in the glossary at the back. So a glossary at the back, it's a helpful tool where it shows us what the meaning of words are. So at the back, we could flip to the back and find the word fossil fuels, and it'll give us the definition of that word. Okay? So it's like a dictionary, but really in a nice, small, organized manner. You're not searching through it. Everything you need to look for is right there. Okay? The sun is just one of billions of stars. It has been around for about 4.6 billion years and will keep producing energy for another 5 billion years. Before it dies, it will swell up and swallow many of the inner planets. Then it will shrink into a much smaller ball. Do you know? Gravity is different on each planet, and gravity determines how much you weigh. If you weigh 32 kilograms, or 70 pounds, on Earth, you weigh 12 kilograms, 27 pounds, on Mercury. And that's because gravity is a different force. So on Earth, our gravity is a lot stronger. Okay, the force is stronger on Earth than it is on Mercury. So we have more weight when we're on Earth. If you're on the moon and you're going to be jumping around, you can jump really high and take these large leaps because the gravity isn't as strong. Mercury. Mercury is the closest planet to the sun. It is the smallest planet in our solar system. It takes only 88 Earth days for Mercury to make a complete orbit around the sun. So it only takes Mercury 88 days to orbit around the sun. For comparison, it takes Earth 365 days, or 1 year, to orbit the sun. Okay? So it takes us a lot longer to go around the sun because we have a further distance to travel. Okay? Like all other planets, Mercury spins like a top as it goes around the sun. It spins very slowly. Each spin of a planet is a day on that planet. Okay, so there is, here, let's look here. There's the sun, and every planet is orbiting around the sun. 1 year, it takes each planet its year length to orbit around the sun. So Earth, it takes us 365 days to go around the sun. But as we're going around the sun, the planet is also rotating itself. It's turning on its own axis. So there's a lot of spinning going on around here. Okay. It spins very slowly. Okay. Each spin of a planet is a day on that planet. So each planet spins around once for a day, orbits around the whole sun for 1 year. Okay? A day on Mercury is 59 times longer than an Earth day because it spins so slowly. Mercury gets very hot during the day, very cold at night. Yes. Do you know, if you weigh 32 kilograms, 70 pounds on Earth, you weigh 29 kilograms or 63 pounds on Venus. So now we're going to learn about Venus. Venus and Earth are similar in size, but Earth and Venus are very different. Venus is covered by layers of clouds that are much thicker than clouds on Earth. These clouds trap most of the sun's heat. The temperature on Venus gets very, very hot, more than 4 times hotter than boiling water. Okay, so on Venus, there's tons of clouds, but they're really, really thick. So sometimes on Earth we can have cloudy days and it actually cools us off based on where we're found in the solar system. But because Venus is really, really warm and those clouds are really, really thick, it doesn't allow any of the heat to escape. And so Venus is really, really hot. Guillemons, a volcano in Venus, is almost 3.2 kilometers, 2 miles high. Okay? As well as trapping in heat, the clouds of Venus reflect sunlight. Okay? So the sun's rays are coming, but they reflect them. This makes Venus one of the brightest objects in the sky. We can see Venus. If you go outside and you look up into the night sky, you can see Venus. It shines extremely bright. The air pressure on Venus is 90 times greater than on Earth. For this reason, space probes that land on Venus stop working within a few hours. It's too hot there, okay? There's too much pressure and it's too hot, and the things that we design here on Earth just can't cope up there, okay? Venus rotates even more slowly than Mercury. One day on Venus is equal to 243 Earth days. So it is spinning so slowly. Its rotation is so very slow. It takes 243 Earth days for it to rotate once. Okay, I'm going to end this video here, and we'll continue on with the rest of the book on a second video. Okay, take care, guys.